Your Boston may be trying to protect your relationship every single day through tiny rituals you probably never noticed. And the heartbreaking part is that many owners interrupt those moments without realizing what they mean. They pull away, correct the behavior, laugh it off, or assume their Boston is being needy, stubborn, or strange. But to your Boston, some of those little actions are not bad habits at all. They are messages of trust, connection, and emotional safety. Welcome to Boston Terrier Land. Like and subscribe right now, because what you are about to learn may change the way you understand your Boston Terrier forever. Today, we are going to look at 7 things your Boston may do only for you, and why interrupting them can sometimes break a beautiful form of communication. Secret 1. Why does your Boston gently mouth your hand? This is one of the most misunderstood behaviors in the entire relationship between Bostons and humans. Your Boston may softly place their mouth around your hand or wrist with no real pressure, no biting, and no intention to hurt you. Most people pull away immediately because they think any mouth contact is dangerous or disrespectful. But when the jaw is loose, the eyes are soft, the body is relaxed, and there are no pressure marks on your skin, this can be a very different message. It is a gentle, controlled form of communication. Your Boston is using the most powerful part of their body, their mouth, in the softest possible way. That level of control does not come from aggression, it comes from trust. In their world, this may mean, slow down, notice me, I'm trying to connect with you. The best response is not panic or punishment. Stay calm for a moment, let your Boston release naturally, and acknowledge them with a soft voice. When you respond peacefully, your Boston learns that gentle communication works. But if this behavior is always punished, some Bostons may stop using the quiet message and start using louder ones, like pawing, jumping, or barking. Secret 2. Why does your Boston stare at you when you wake up? Every morning, your Boston may look straight into your face the moment you open your eyes. It may only last a few seconds, so most owners never think much of it. But to your Boston, that moment matters. While you were sleeping, you were still, quiet, and unavailable. When you wake up, your Boston checks your face, your movement, your breathing, and your mood. They are not just staring, they are reading you. They want to know if you are okay, if you are still the same person, and if the world feels safe again. This morning gaze can become stronger after stressful days, visitors in the home, loud arguments, travel, or big changes in routine. Your Boston is quietly asking, "Are we all right today?" So the next time you wake up and see those round Boston Terrier eyes watching you, do not rush past the moment. A gentle look, a soft voice, or one calm touch can tell them everything they need to know. Secret 3. Why does your Boston follow you to some places but not others? Some Bostons do not follow their owners everywhere. They may follow you to the kitchen, pause outside the bathroom, rush to the garage, or ignore the pantry completely. At first, this can seem random, but it is often a sign of intelligence and emotional confidence. Your Boston has mapped your routines. They understand which moments usually matter and which moments do not. Kitchen may mean food, activity, or attention. Garage may mean leaving, arrival, or something unusual happening. Bathroom may simply mean waiting outside because nothing important needs their help. A Boston who follows selectively is not less bonded to you. In many cases, they are simply secure enough to give you space. They know when to join, when to watch, and when to relax. That is not distance, that is trust with boundaries. Secret 4. Why does your Boston check your scent before sleeping? Right before bedtime, your Boston may sniff your shoes, nudge your blanket, check your pillow, or investigate the spot where you usually sit. To humans, it can look like random sniffing. But to your Boston, it is more like updating a map of their world. All day long, your scent changes. You meet people, go places, feel stress, touch objects, and bring home invisible information your Boston can detect. Before sleep, when they are at their most vulnerable, your Boston wants to make sure everything still feels familiar and safe. That little bedtime patrol may be their way of saying, "I need to know you are still here, and everything is still okay." This ritual can become more detailed after unusual days, especially after visitors, travel, emotional tension, or a change in routine. If your Boston has trouble settling at night, try placing a worn shirt, pillowcase, or familiar blanket near their bed. Your scent can help them relax faster and sleep more peacefully. Secret 5. Why does your Boston pause at doorways or new spaces? Have you ever noticed your Boston slowing down before stepping into the yard, entering a busy room, walking into a cafe, or moving from a quiet hallway into a noisy space? Many owners think the Boston is being difficult or unsure. but often they are doing something more thoughtful. Every space has its own scent, sound, energy, and emotional meaning. When your Boston reaches a transition point, their brain briefly recalculates what might happen next. That pause is not weakness, it is assessment. And when they glance back at you before crossing that invisible line, they may be syncing themselves with the person they trust most. Your calm movement helps their nervous system settle. Your breathing, your pace, and your confidence all become signals. In that tiny pause, your Boston is saying, "Are we going together?" When you slow down and let them cross with you, you are not spoiling them. You are becoming their safety anchor. Secret 6. Why does your Boston press against you before a storm? Some Bostons seem to know weather is changing long before humans notice anything. They may suddenly lean against your leg, crawl beside you, put a paw on you, or need constant body contact. This can happen before rain, thunder, or pressure changes in the air. Your Boston may not understand the storm in a human way, but their body senses that something is changing. And instead of only hiding, they may seek the person who makes them feel emotionally regulated. That person might be you. When your Boston presses against you before bad weather, they may not simply be asking for comfort after fear begins. They may be securing access to safety before the fear fully arrives. So if your Boston suddenly becomes clingy before a storm, do not treat it as annoying behavior. A calm hand, steady breathing, and quiet presence can help them feel that the changing world is still manageable. Secret 7. Why does your Boston do a fake sneeze at you? A sharp little sneeze during play or tension may not be a real sneeze at all. Bostons often use sneezes as social signals. During play, a sneeze can mean, "This is still fun and I'm not trying to fight." But with humans, some Bostons use fake sneezes in an even more interesting way. They may sneeze when play gets too intense, when the room feels tense, when guests are overwhelming, or when they want the energy to change. A real sneeze usually involves the whole body. A communication sneeze is often shorter, more controlled, and directed right at you. Your Boston may be saying, "Pause for a second, check in with me." And once you start noticing it, you may realize the timing is not random at all. Your Boston is not just making a funny sound. They are trying to adjust the emotional temperature of the moment without barking, growling, or walking away. And that is what makes Bostons so special. They are not only cute, funny, stubborn, or playful. They are constantly reading you, adjusting to you, and searching for ways to stay connected. So the next time your Boston gently mouths your hand, watches you wake up, pauses at a doorway, checks your scent before bed, presses against you before a storm, or sneezes during a tense moment, do not rush to interrupt. There may be a message hidden inside that small behavior, and your Boston may have been waiting a long time for you to finally understand it. If this changed how you see your Boston Terrier, share it with someone whose Boston deserves to be understood. Subscribe to Boston Terrier Land and comment which behavior your Boston does the most.